Today I want to talk about how the Internet of Things, or IoT, can revolutionize your product offering. So if you work at a company and you're responsible for a manufactured product and you're wondering what it means to have a connected product, let me break it down into the four main capabilities of the Internet of Things: monitoring, control, optimization, and autonomy. These four capabilities represent an evolution in maturity for a connected device or a connected product. So as I walk through these, let's use a made-up example of a smart water sprinkler. Let's say your company has a water sprinkler and you want to connect it to the internet. What does that mean exactly? What are the things that you can do? Well, first is monitoring. That might be your first step. Being able to collect data using sensors and display it on a dashboard or in a digital product or a digital device of some sort. So for a smart sprinkler, you may want to monitor the water output that's flowing through the pipes of your water sprinkler so you can see it and understand how much water you're using. If you're a business stakeholder, you may want to know what is the efficiency level of your product. Where can you make improvements that are going to have an impact on customer satisfaction? The other part is control. So this is the part that I think is really fun because now you can start to have remote control of any type of product you have. So an example of the smart water sprinkler, being able to turn on your sprinkler, turn off your sprinkler with your mobile phone may be very convenient. Or even going ahead and programming the schedule through a mobile device as opposed to using some sort of physical interface to try to figure out how to program when you want your sprinkler to run. All of this is really convenient and effective for customers and results in a high level of customer satisfaction. People are used to using things and controlling things with their mobile devices. So the other benefit is that you can actually service things remotely. So if you have a customer who's having problems with your water sprinkler, as a company, you would be able to access their particular device and look at it and see what the problem might be, as opposed to spending money on sending a maintenance repair person out to look at the product. Maybe they don't understand why their sprinkler is not running on Fridays. Being able to look at the schedule that they set up over the internet from your corporate headquarters and say, well, it's because you haven't done this configuration quite right. That is a cost savings to the company. The other one is optimization. So this is the other capability in the evolutionary chain, and it's all about using the data and the control to optimize for cost savings and efficiency. So think about having sensors put into the actual smart sprinkler to detect moisture. If you understand how much moisture is already in the ground, then you can effectively optimize the amount of water that you put out. Instead of putting out the same amount of water Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, adjust the amount of water depending on the moisture. And that's going to be a cost savings, and potentially it's also going to extend the life of your product. Again, very beneficial to the customer. All right, so the last step, the last capability is automation. That's putting all of the first three capabilities together: monitoring, control, optimization. So your smart sprinkler is set it and forget it. It's going to do everything autonomously. It's going to know how much water to run each day. It's going to be giving you data on how it's working. It may be even automating the maintenance of your smart product, pulling down software upgrades, installing them for you, or even sending notifications to your company to tell you that there is a leak and they need to send somebody out right away. And so it's greatly improving the efficiency, cost savings, customer service, all of the things that really make the holy grail of what an Internet of Things connected product could be. So what are the first steps if you are wanting to take this journey into the Internet of Things? The first thing you really need to do is to know your customers. What are their main pain points? And that's going to give you the ammunition to understand how the Internet of Things can really benefit your customers. The second thing is to really leverage an IoT expert, people who have been there before, who understand it, like my company, Outside Source, where we develop mobile apps for connected products. Uh, the possibilities for the Internet of Things are really almost endless at this point with the sensors and the technology there's a lot of possibilities. So understanding what is feasible for your particular connected product, what's the right technology to use, how we can recommend the best user experience, and then ultimately what's the right scalable architecture. So this is really important. If you're setting up an IoT product, you have to have all the pieces behind the scenes to really make it possible. It could be the right hardware, the right embedded software, the right cloud infrastructure, the right mobile app experience. And you don't want to engineer yourself into a corner. You want this to be something that's going to work for you in the long term, and you're not going to have to rebuild it. And having somebody who is an IoT expert can recommend the right technology that's going to last and the right technology that's going to benefit the long-term needs of your customers. You don't want to start by building something and then halfway through you realize it's not going to do what you need it to do in your third or fourth iteration of your product. So again, know your customers, find the right IoT partners, and you're on your way to IoT success.